Hello friends, if you're new to my channel, welcome. If you are a fan or a subscriber, welcome back. Today's topic is the psychology of religion. You do not have to watch the first 6 to get this one, but I would recommend it. There's nothing else I need to say right now, so let's get on with the video. Neurotheology is a new field of study that attempts to explain the relationship between the brain and religion. It attempts to explain the neurological bases for spiritual experiences. It is multidisciplinary and involves the fields of theology, religious studies, philosophy, psychology, and anthropology. The right hemisphere of our brains is particularly apt at perceiving things in a holistic fashion. This means it conceives of things as a whole and not in detail. This holistic view also allows us to expand religious belief and doctrine to the totality of reality. The quantitative aspects of our brains helps us to produce mathematics and understand science, as well as underlying the scientific method. This is most often associated with the left hemisphere. The binary function of our brains lets us set apart opposing concepts like good and evil. Many such dichotomies are encountered throughout all religions. One of the main purposes of religion is to solve the psychological and existential problems created by these polarities. Perhaps the most crucial function of our brains for religion is the causal process. When this is applied to all of reality, we ask, what is the ultimate cause of things? This then leads to the uncaused first cause as an argument for God. Yet, how can something be uncaused? The willfulness and orienting functions arise from the frontal lobes, which are associated with planning and coordinating behavior. Evidence shows that these areas are activated while meditating or praying. One major problem that neurotheology and cognitive neuroscience in general faces is that scientists cannot be sure what subjects are thinking at the moment of imaging. Thus, it is very important to understand what the person thinks they are experiencing. Researchers who study the neurological basis for religiosity most often focus on epilepsy, a disease characterized by an abnormal synchrony of groups of brain cells that is sometimes, but not always, manifested through jerking movements, disorientation, and convulsions. By studying temporal lobe epileptics, including sudden religious conversions in these patients, scientists have concluded that the electrical discharges in epilepsy diminishes cognitive processes while at the same time increasing activity of the lower functions of the brain. While this seems to imply that religion is a lower psychological function, what it actually means is that religion is better described as an inability of the higher levels of our brains to interpret signals from the lower levels of our brains. Ramachandran attributes religiosity to kindling. Kindling was first described by Goddard in 1969. It explains how repeated stimulation of one area of the brain could cause seizures even after the artificial stimulation ended. This explanation was then expanded to include behaviors other than seizures. Ramachandran insists that religiosity can be attributed to the kindling effect in the amygdala. The amygdala is the part of our brain that integrates emotions, emotional behavior, and motivation, and is very important in emotional learning. The two emotions most commonly associated with the amygdala are aggression and fear. Conditioned emotional response, or CER, is a conditioned suppression of activity to an unpleasant stimulus. Damage to the amygdala results in an inability to retain this response. Thus, it is hypothesized that when the opposite is true, that is, the amygdala is stimulated, it would result in an exaggerated significance being given to a stimulus that would usually induce little or no response. Well, friends, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed it. Please remember you can catch me on Twitter, Discord, my email account, and PayPal. Those links are in the description. I have been told that my Discord link is not working, but I am looking into it. If you like this kind of content, please hit the like button, press the subscribe button, and if you would like to be notified when I come out with new content, please hit the bell next to the subscribe button. Remember, I am now taking requests. I would like it to be something to do with religion, but it doesn't have to be. Just make sure that you know that my expertise is in psychology and anthropology. Question everything and never be afraid. Here are a couple of videos from my library. If you have not watched them yet, go ahead and watch them. Leave comments in the comment section. I love hearing from you, and I will see you next time. Goodbye, friends.